here with King Macbeth. We're gonna ask him some more questions. There's been a lot of unsuspected, just suspicious deaths that's been happening. You know, I've known some of the guys like Timmy, Jimmy, and Charles. They died. They died. So it was no motive. It was no nothing. They can't even tell you a cause of death. They weren't hungry. They just died. Do you have any idea what might have happened, or
it's very unfortunate. There's a lot of commotion happening in the castle at the moment. We are trying to get to the bottom of this. We kind of may believe it might be someone among us, somebody that can get to these people and get away with it without nobody knowing. Well, we're looking into it. It might be our leading officer, maybe, potentially. We're looking into him. But at this moment, we do not know anything solid. We're just pointing fingers.
And do you think that pointing fingers is the best option or the most mature thing to do?
No, but we're trying to go with what we have, and we really do not have nothing at the moment. Nobody's come forward and said anything. It seems like nobody knows anything.
But wouldn't you say if you keep pointing the fingers around that the real killer might still be out there killing?
Yes, that is very possible. That is actually one of our main concerns.
Okay.
So we are telling the people that are in the same, in our kingdom, our higher ranks, to be careful, because that's the people, it seems, that are being killed recently.
And what do you say to these people's families that are just dying? What do you say to them? Because it's on your watch, it's your kingdom, and you can't find a cause, you can't find the killers. What do you say to them?
We try to comfort them the best as we can, There's no real thing you can say or do for them that can make this pain go away. We try the best we can. Of course, we have them in our prayers. We take care of them, and they have nothing. We try to give them nothing to worry about.
But the thing is that baffles me. We haven't heard anything from their families. So from the outside perspective, it looks like y'all are kind of sweeping it under the rug, or y'all have kind of given them some hush money.
I believe that concludes this interview.
Oh, wow. Now we're here with King Duncan. I'm gonna ask him a few questions also. King Duncan, when you were a king, how would you say your style of ruling was? Like, what type of king were you?
Well, I was a very mature king.
Okay.
I feel like my position as king was very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like you could have done better when you were a king?
Yeah. I feel like I could have really done better. There's some stuff that I was slacking a little bit, but
Okay.
I'm not there.
Okay. So another question. This is you're dead right now.
Right.
Who do you think might have killed you? Is there anybody?
Well, honestly, I might be a little concerned. It might be one of the Macbeths.
Anybody, lady or
Probably lady.
Lady?
Lady.
Okay. Why do you say that? What is something about her that just makes you to believe that she would kill?
I don't know really. It's just a lot of suspicion that I see in Lady Macbeth a lot.
Okay. All right. I'm Sylvester James, host today for Kingdom News, and I'm here with Macbeth. We're gonna ask him a few questions. So, Macbeth, why did you do what you did to become king?
Well, when the king died, to very unfortunate circumstances. Very unfortunate. I wish I could find the person who did this crime. I knew the kingdom was in need of help. I knew they needed somebody to step up in this time of mourning.
Okay. So what made you feel like you were the right person for the job?
Well, I do have a good resume. I was a very, very, very great soldier. I did my time, and I was already in line to become king.
So I got another question for you. You know that it's been some speculations that you could have been the murderer.
I think that's just ridiculous. I loved King Duncan, and he was a great guy. A great guy. I would never, and I mean never, do something of that nature.
So if not you, then who? Who would have killed him?
That's what we need to find out and get to the bottom of.
All right. So this is part 2 with Kingdom News. Today we're here with Lady Macbeth. We're gonna ask her a few questions. So since your husband became king, what do you think about that?
I'm very honored that my husband has become king, and I feel that he has been very deserving of the situation because of him serving time in the military.
That's pretty good. Those military people, they're a little more stricter and things like that. And you becoming queen, what What do you think about that? Because that's pretty big, you know.
Yeah, those are really so many responsibilities of me becoming queen. I know that it comes a lot with catering to my husband and just making sure that everything falls in place.
That's pretty good. So, you know, another question I have, you know, the unexpected death of Duncan, you know, a lot of people are saying that y'all had something to do with that. First of all, how do you feel about his death?
It was a really tragic situation, but though he was a great king, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Yeah. And, you know, it's been circulating around the kingdom that your family might have had something to do with that. What do you say to those people?
That we didn't do it, and I just wish that they didn't think that of us because we wouldn't want that happening to anyone.
Yeah. Well, that's Kingdom News for you. Goodbye.